Greetings. My name is Ben, aka Downsize It, and today we have come to the beginning of the end of the journey. I am going to be leaving today to go to the LSO, start the drive down to Dallas with my lovely wife and daughter. And as promised, I am going to let you guys know what my decision was on which fleet I'm going to bring. And if you haven't been able to tell already by the thumb card on YouTube, it is going with the Chimera Kuat build. And for those that have not been following me on my journey, and this might be your first video that you've been checking out, over the past 2 months, almost 2.5 months now, I've been testing out a couple different builds to come to the LSO and posting those as bat reps and taking y'all suggestions and comments and critiques. And I want to say thank you so much to everybody involved, to all of my subscribers who commented, and people that messaged me on Facebook, sent me emails, talked to me on Discord. There were so many of you that provided assistance, even other Armada people from other Armada channels like the Irish Mad Cat and Brace for Impact, providing invaluable critiques. And I would not be here where I am now with the confidence level that I have going into the LSO without all of your help. And most of all, I would like to thank you could say the playtesters, my sparring partners, if you will, that helped me through this journey. First off, Aaron, who is also going to the LSO, so go and wish him luck. But mostly to Social General Rob and to Robby. Those two guys have been absolutely fantastic, having to play different lists that you guys submitted, lists that I would be requesting that have different tactics, different strategies, while at the same time I just get to play the same list over and over again to hone my skills. They have to adapt and change constantly and try in order to give me sufficient challenges and see different things that I might see across the table. So Rob and Robby, thank you so much. You guys were the all-stars of the past couple months by far and away. And a secondary shout out to Robby for the absolutely fantastic models he painted for me for my squadrons. They look wonderful, they're breathtaking. I'll make sure photos coming up now so you guys can see a close-up of my thumb photo and of the final squads that I decided to bring. Absolutely master class work there, and it's going to be really fun to be able to actually have painted models on the table when I'm playing in this tournament. So again, for those that don't know, let me just go over the specifics of the fleet. My flagship is going to be Thrawn on the Chimera as an Imperial Star Destroyer 2, Imperial 2 Star Destroyer, which is my favorite ship in the game. This was always going to be my locked-in what I'm going to bring. I want to bring my favorites. This is my first tournament in 4 years and only my second tournament ever. And I'm not a competitive player, so this will be a brand new experience for me. So I wanted to actually bring what I enjoy playing and enjoy flying. And then, of course, I cannot have Thrawn in the Chimera without Vanto. I've got to have Thrawn's Watson to his Sherlock. And then I ended up outfitting the Chimera like a classic ISD build from way back in the day, with gunnery teams, electronic countermeasures, leading shots, and XI-7s. It's an old classic, and we'll see if an old classic can still work with a few extra tricks up its sleeve with Thrawn, Chimera, and Vanto with the fleet commands. And for support on this one, with this version, I am bringing Emperor Palpatine on an ISD Kuat refit, and with local fire control to get the salvo, to help maybe maximize on potential return damage, but also maximize Palpatine. When they shoot at me, they have to exhaust a token, and then they have to think about, well, I might be getting a shot back now with already an exhausted token. I'll just give my opponent some bad choices. Reinforced blast doors to help keep the Kuat alive just that much longer, to be that much more of a threat, because my Kuat is designed to be the primary threat, the hammer and the punching bag, so to speak, going up in the opponent's face that they have to worry about. Also put leading shots on the Kuat. I just love leading shots so much. That's why I went with the Kuat and the ISD-2 as opposed to maybe a Simoon. Just that maximum dice mitigation once you get within medium range. And then, of course, the Kuat wouldn't be complete without a black crit upgrade, and I put assault proton torpedoes on this variant just to get even more damage out of the Kuat face-ups that my opponent can do nothing about unless they have damage control team. Most people don't take damage control team. I suspect If I see a Super Star Destroyer, they'll have damage control team, but other than that, I should be able to pop off some nice face-up crits on a regular basis with my Kuat. And for my support squads, I've got the dynamic duo Merrick Steele and Colonel Jendon, and supporting them, who I think is going to be an all-star for this tournament, Captain Jonas, giving me the accuracies I need when I'm attacking with the Chimera and the Kuat. And then Zertik Strom as the escort. He's going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting. He's going to be the sacrificial lamb in many games. If I face squadron heavy builds, that'll be a pseudo kryptonite for me since I'm doing squad min here. But I at least do have some squads. I'm not going 0 squads. So if I face a Sloan Swarm or a Big Spall or super heavy bomber list from the Separatists or the Republic, I can at least maybe hold them down for a turn or a turn and a half or something, just long enough to be able to let Merrick and Jendon and Jonas get into position to do their work for at least a turn, maybe 2 turns. And that might make the difference to slow down those enemy swarms. So that will be probably my most difficult list to go against would be squad swarms. MSU, of course, I have to be careful not to let them get behind me. But I feel confident that I've had enough practice where I'm confident in my own abilities to fly Star Destroyers to keep small ships in front of me and let them take the full frontal arcs of these Imperial flagships. That's one thing I love about Armada. No matter which list I chose, there's always plays and counterplays to every list. Armada is such a great game that there is no bring one list and you will beat everybody. There's always a counter to a counter, which is indications of a great game system. And I am looking forward to putting this into practice and testing myself against the best people that, though I'm sure there'll be new players there, and I'm sure there will also be veterans and competitive veterans, those who have done this thing many times in the past and it's no sweat off their back. And that's the reason why I'm going. I want to be challenged and obviously enjoy myself, but primarily I want to be able to test myself against good players and see how I match up. And my secondary goal, or sort of a primary goal, is I really would like to make it to the top 16 to the second day. That's kind of like my tournament goal that I'm going to measure myself against, is to be able to play more than 4 games, make it to the cut to the top 16. So, I am just, again, want to say thanks to everyone, and I'll also give you guys a little bit of a preview of what's to come. The LSO, when it's over, will not be over for the channel, at least not immediately. I've got a special video that I'll be releasing Monday, and that's all I'm going to say about that, but a very special video that I'm excited to show you guys. And then I'm also going to be recording an interview on the General's quarters with Soldier General Rob, and we're going to go over my battles, go over the LSO. He's basically going to interview me, like a post-tournament interview, like they would do on Sportscast on ESPN or something. And as I go over what it was like, go over my battles, go over my matches. And I'm going to try to take as many pictures as I can without getting distracted, because I want to make sure I'm focused on the game. But take as many pictures as I can while I'm playing, so I can maybe do walkthrough play-by-plays in the General's quarters interview after the LSO is over. That'll come out probably about a week, maybe 6-7 days after I get back. We'll film that a week later and then release. Also, I'm going to make some attempts to do some live streams. I've never done a live stream before, and it'll be on my phone, which is even more, who knows if it's going to work. So tonight, Thursday night, I am going to attempt a live stream from the hotel, just so I can test out its internet connection or the wireless signal I get, and just to play around with things. So you can be on the lookout for that, as you see me just fiddling around with things and just testing out the live stream function. And I'll be using that primarily to maybe, if I have time and I feel confident that I'm not going to be stressed out, give you guys some mid-tournament updates. You know, on Friday we'll play our first game in the morning, then have a lunch break. So perhaps in the lunch break I can give you guys an update on how the first match went. And then Saturday night I'd like to give you guys a live stream update on, did I make the top 16, how my final 3 battles went for the first day, and the results, etc. So I'd like to test some of those out, and this will be my first time live streaming. It'll obviously be much less quality, because I'm going to have to live stream in a lower video grade. I won't be able to do 4K, it'll have to be HD. And there will obviously be no graphics or my usual music underscore any of that It'll just be kind of rough cut, first time trying, so bear with me with that. And then there'll be one final, after the General's Quarters interview, there'll be one final video regarding the LSO, but I'll keep that a secret for now, keep that a surprise. So once again, thank you guys so much for all of your help. To everyone from different YouTube channels, to all of my subscribers, the people who commented, to the people who sent me messages on all the different platforms, to Aaron for letting me practice against him, and most importantly, Social General Rob and Robby. You guys have been awesome, all-stars. And whatever you guys want to comment in the comments below, let's do that for the giveaway for the Recusant or $50 store credit to Admiral Tater's Ship Shop. And that is going to be my final thank you to Garrett Vance. He has been absolutely fantastic, and not only in the support of this channel, but also in prep for this tournament and getting me his tournament system, tournament tray system in time for me to be able to use it. And for those that you don't know, he's actually doing the prize support for the LSO. So those that are participating can try to win some of Admiral Tater's fantastic gear at the Lone Star Open. So until next time, guys, take it easy.